What's up, guys? This is Game Trailers. Yes, I'm going to do a video right now because Microsoft decided to, do what Nintendo did, 2 or 3 weeks ago. That a lot of people think that Microsoft would never do that because Nintendo's the only one who want to do it. No, 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 no. You see, the problem is that Nintendo do it because of tariffs, right? Okay, then Microsoft doing it because of what? Tariffs. So if it was because of the tariffs or Donald Trump tariffs, caused this, why you got surprised that Microsoft is doing this? Now, I'm not surprised because Sony gonna be soon doing this. Yes, Sony gonna do exactly what Microsoft did today and Nintendo last week. Now, why did Nintendo and Microsoft did, especially what Microsoft did today? Both of them raised the prices of not only the video games, first party games cost $80, even their consoles are raising up. Now, according to Nintendo, the old Nintendo Switch console are not raising up, only the X Switch 2. So, now, Microsoft is supposed to be this pro consumer, value of consoles because the Series S on paper should cost at least $150 for the 512, gigabytes, and for the 1 terabyte Series S, it costs at least 150 or 200. And the Series X, the original one, should cost at least 250 right now or 300. Then if you want to get the 2 terabyte, 350. But of course, Microsoft said, nah, we ain't gonna deal with that, man. Because we gotta raise the prices, Carl. Yes, they're gonna raise the prices. And of course, Microsoft did it today. Now, Microsoft raised the prices for all Xbox Series X consoles, and Xbox game confirmed to hit $80 this holiday. Now, we don't know what Xbox games are coming out this holiday. But we know one game, Call of Duty, probably the Outer Worlds 2. Now, we don't know the Outer Worlds 2 will be $80. I'm going to say that in this video. Now, Microsoft raises the prices about Xbox by a lot. Okay, good. And in an announcement today, the company said it will raise the prices by the Xbox consoles, controllers, headsets, and some games. The price hike in the consoles and accessories kicked in today, May 1st, and while the game prices will stay the same for now, we should expect to see Xbox charging $79.99 for new first-party games around the holiday. Price increases are taking effect globally with expectation and of headset prices, which are going up in the US and Canada. Now, of course, as I said, this Xbox Series S of 512 gigabytes is $299. Now it's $379.99. The Xbox Series S 1 terabyte is about $349.99. It goes to $429.99. And of course, the Xbox Series X digital goes to $549, and the regular Series X one it goes to $600, and it was $499. Really? That's it. Wow. Of course, now, the damage control will be like, hey, but get this down because a lot of money. Inflation happening. Good. Now, Microsoft, the trillion-dollar company, why are they doing this? They're going to take the loss. They don't make money on the hardware. And if they don't make money on the hardware, what they make on money on? Software. Even their financial report comes out. Hold on, I'm trying to find it right here. Oops. Right here. Hold on. Right here. Tom Warren. Tom Warren came out and had the financial report yesterday that Microsoft don't care about the hardware because they don't really make money on the hardware. All right, Microsoft only make money on the software. So if you put the hardware down to $100 or $150, and tell Nintendo and Sony that, listen, you guys raise the prices up, but we're the most pro-consumer company out there, and we lower down the price, guess what? More people are going to buy your console, especially GTA 6. GTA 6 is a very important game in the industry. Because think about it. The Series S is, what, $200, $299. Now, you raise it to $379, but if you don't on the Series S to at least $100 or $100, and when GTA 6 comes out, what do you think people are going to buy? They're going to buy the cheapest console to play GTA 6. Tom Warren had this. The freaking game revenue is up 5%. The Xbox content is up by 8%. The hardware down 60%. And the Windows and devices is up to 3%. Yes. So if they load on the prices of the consoles, guess what? They could take a loss. They don't need to try to do this inflation bullcrap and everything. Now, of course, listen, no games out there worth $80. I don't care what you say. I don't care, hey, but you gotta support the developers, game trailers. No, I don't need to support the developers because no games out there should cost $80. Because they told me that when the game costs $80, the quality goes up. Bullshit. You know it's bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. Your grandma knows it, your uncle knows it, and your pet goldfish know it. It's bullshit, right? Because there's a game called Expedition 33. It's $50, has critical acclaim, is one of the best games came out this year. It's probably a Game of the Year contender, has a 92 on Metacritic, it's sold out everywhere, and it's $54. Versus a game called $60 or $70, broken game, patches, and all that stuff, and the game doesn't work that properly. Star Wars Outlaws. You see that? And that's one of the reasons why video games today are broken and messy. Because they're tricking consumers like, okay, yes, game development costs a lot of money, so we're going to raise up the game prices up because we need the money back. But hold on. Why you just make a good game? Why you just cut costs like voice actors and stuff? No, of course they can't do that because you know why? Because, hey, they got to get it's corporate greed. And that's basically what it is. Now, how we end up to here? According to Daniel Ahmed, he says that the Xbox increased prices globally, this due to Trump tariffs and the global macroeconomic environment. Here's why. Xbox consoles are manufactured in China and subject to a 145% tariffs when into the US. The global prices increase are softened to exactly price increase in the US, which is Xbox's largest market, as well as due to currency fluctuation. Packaging games are increased to $70 to $80 for the same reason, and because they're practically made in Mexico. I need to stress this, that you see there's just beginning. Sony will impact the same tariff. Yes, Sony going to do the exact same thing. A lot of these Sony fanboys are suddenly on Twitter talking about, oh, Sony's the most pro consumer out there. No, PlayStation 5 Pro is going to cost at least $900 in coming days, and they're going to announce that. Look, so. And we have already seen raises prices everywhere offset the impact. Nintendo did not raise the prices as manufacturing in Vietnam, but it could if the tariffs increase, and that's facts. So that means that the Switch 2 is probably going to cost more than $500. Folks, you can't defend this. There's no game out there worth $80. Price increases is up. Back in my days, when you're in a development one game consoles in a 5-year period of time in the market, game prices goes down and try to make the game affordable. Because a lot of people really can't afford some of these games. Inflation is happening, yes. Prices of eggs, people don't have a lot of money to do jobs and everything. So what you do is you load on the prices. Who give a crap about what Trump do? Fine. But guess what? Microsoft, you don't make money on the hardware. You don't care about the hardware revenue. Alright? You sit down and make more money on the software. The software is more important than the hardware. You see, the hardware can have a loss. You can have, right now there's like 34 million Xboxes out there. My dude, you had a great quarter of 2020, last quarter. And, of course, 2 good games came out, South of Midnight and a Valve came out. And the service is up, the content is up. Why do you raise these prices? Why you just say, fuck Donald Trump, we're going to continue to stay these prices standing? The only thing what left with Microsoft is Game Pass. And Game Pass is still a great value in gaming. Now, Microsoft is first-party games are $80. Of course, third-party developers are still going to do $80. Don't surprise the next 2K. It's going to be $80 also. And we're not talking about special edition. We're talking about standard edition, by the way. So that means that Microsoft, not only Microsoft and Nintendo is doing it, of course, third-party developers are going to do the exact same thing. And now, of course, Sony going to announce it very soon that they're going to raise up the prices up also. and that's true. So, end of the day is that this is bullshit, and I don't defend bullshit like this. And you can look at what Donald Trump did and everything. And right here, this is a very interesting article. Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo has a written joint letter to oppose proposed tariff from the Trump administration. Tariffs on video game consoles are currently set to increase by 25%. 97% of the video game consoles imported to the U.S. were from China. So now that was in 2019. And Ahmed says right here, Trump wants to add tariffs for consoles in 2019. The console manufacturer won the battle. Good. But in 2025, tariffs are higher than Trump has not expected consoles. History may not repeat itself by its rhymes, but even the meme I post under the tweet is to I can't speak right now. Yes, actually, this is right here. This is what basically the meme is. So at the end of the day, right? No games should not cost $100. I mean $80, and there's no game console should cost $300, $400, $500, $600. You're basically having a price increase. Now, Microsoft, you have Game Pass. You are the most pro-consumer company out here in the big three. Sony don't give a crap about the players. Nintendo's just a bunch of greedy assholes. You got Game Pass. You could easily beat both these two jackasses as a whole. You are supposed to be the most pro-consumer video game company in the world, but of course you follow suit. Now, my opinion is, fuck it. Fuck corporation, fuck these corporation, fuck the game industry. We're the consumers. I expect that people don't buy these $80 video games. Do not support this shit. The only good thing that Microsoft has right now is Game Pass. That's it. Now, will Game Pass have a price increase? Who knows? And I don't care what people say. Yes, but the $80 means that the games will be quality. No. And that's facts. At the end of the day, we're the consumers. Consumers versus the corporations. You can't let corporations win over the consumers. Microsoft is the true Donald company. They could easily say, fuck Donald Trump, we're not going to do this. Because we care about the consumers. I care about the gamers and the consumer's wallet. There's a lot of idiots out there who talk about, oh, you got to support the developers. No, I don't. Because developers today are a bunch of greedy assholes, and that's basically what it is. This is all corporate greed. And they know this is a corporate greed, everything. So at the end of the day, it's going to get a lot worse. It really is. Alright guys, this is Game Traders. Subscribe to my channel, and peace out.